Hey, well, let's see what you required. Hey.
Awaiting your command. Feel like trading some equipment?
This isn't going to do anything without power.
Hey.
Go ahead. A smart soldier is always prepared.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Keep it down. I hear someone coming. Hey, get into position.
Man. Please don't be ferals again.
Nothing there now.
Okay, what is that?
She was right.
What the fuck was that?
To you, that doesn't seem old. To me?
For honor! For glory!
Pack it in, boys. There's nothing else.
Grip on it.
Hearing shit.
Nothing. It looks that way. I swear I must be going crazy.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Did you have him?
Proctor Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Dr.
The
Lee is
device
a
doesn't
valuable
work from
asset.
over there. You have to
If
be on
any
the
harm comes to
platform.
it,
Let's see.
holding
Relays
personally
dialed in.
responsible.
Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF
You
wave
have your
capture
assignment,
complete.
soldier.
Ramping
Move
the
out.
emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter's spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Broken. Would need the key. Don't have the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it. Sean! Open the door!
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. He's a prototype, you understand. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place? Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand, or... The Institute took advantage. Institute technology. He never failed. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you... us... to have some amount. I know that the Institute. I've been a part of something. And now...
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes. That is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. And finally, Dr. Lee in advance.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you.
At this point,
You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why? Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk. Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to
You don't beat around the... I knew it was just a matter of... I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist. The Brotherhood does... I'm not in...
Uh-huh. I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. The Brotherhood does... I'm not interested.
The Institute is deceived.
So now you're just gonna hurl... Come on, you can do better than that.
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me... Sorry, but you're going to have...
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. The incident... If you bring me... Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the bioscience. I can give you a code that I'd tell you to be quiet. And finally, now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us.
Safety first. Remember.
Have you had time to examine the latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it.
Sweet.
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
No way I could pick this.
Scanner's clear. Stand. Down.
Won't be able to pick this. Nice. Sweet.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands.
Got it.
If anyone I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down after I'm gone. Know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. You understand me? I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done. The lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Took you long enough to find that evidence.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
Since when do you know what I... Just let me...
Uh-huh.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive,
Right.
but exhausting. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map
They
almost identically to
lied to
expectations.
me.
Some of the most lifelike.
All those years of
course,
loyalty.
It's not really
No
Sean.
matter how badly
None
it
of his
hurts,
memories are in
you
there.
needed to hear the truth.
That
And for
even
that,
starting to have an effect
I
on
thank you.
Benet too far.
I came to
I know
the
I've been
Institute
caught
to get
up in the
away
moment
from the
once or
Brotherhood.
twice.
From the whole
Just
world.
a second or two.
I just wanted to do my
Forgetting that
research in
he's not a
peace.
real boy.
Father took me in and gave me
Still,
access to
I think we'll
cutting-edge
need to
technology
consider
that I
restricting
only
him to the
dreamed
lab only for
existed.
the moment.
I
I'm
became
well aware
jaded.
that others are
I thought that the
put
Institute
off by his
cared, but
presence.
now, if they... Oh,
If I were slightly more
can't
arrogant,
believe
I
what
might
was on
consider
that
that a sign of
holotape.
success.
They lied to me.
When are you going to tell me about this? Phase 3.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Hi.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
Let's see what you got.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Just as you gave life to Father.
No visible reaction to K-14. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hire this. Well, you can tell him that I am
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't be...
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software could use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, but your eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while standing can only be one thing. You just don't want to look.
If you're about to launch into one of your speeches about artificial sentience and machines and souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them like that. Can't really write them down for memory, but we can.
Greetings, sir.